How's it going, everybody? In this video, we're going to be discussing AI agents and covering everything you'll need to know to start leveraging them to drive efficiency and revenue in your business. I could say with 100% certainty that AI agents aren't just a trend, that they are the future of how businesses will scale and operate. So over the next few years, we're going to see AI agents literally integrated into nearly every part of a business, whether that's from customer support and sales to operations and data management. So the best part is that these tools are becoming more accessible every day, just allowing businesses of all sizes to leverage AI to increase their efficiency, reduce costs and improve overall performance. So today I figured it'd be best to explain what they actually are, how they work, how you can use them, and even get started today to start leveraging these systems to drive revenue within your operations. So, in the future, scaling your business won't be just about hiring more employees. It'll be about deploying teams of AI agents that work around the clock, handling tasks that would have previously required significant human input. So, whether you're a solo entrepreneur, small business owner, or even part of a large organization, understanding AI agents can open up new avenues for automation, cost reduction, and scalability. So, in this video, as I mentioned, we'll explore what these AI agents are, how they differ from, your traditional AI automations, platforms that you can use to build them, and real-world applications that can transform your business operations. So, all in all, by the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of AI agents and how to leverage them to gain a competitive edge. So, let's go ahead and get started. But real quick, I wanted to mention that if you're a business owner and you want to leverage our AI systems to scale your business and completely eliminate your repetitive tasks, then book a free call with me and I'll show you how to drive revenue, save time in your business, and ultimately scale for growth so that you can finally step away from the daily operations. And be sure to join my Skill community because I'll be providing so much other valuable resources that'll help you grow and scale your business, which I just don't provide on my YouTube. So moving on, first things first, what exactly are AI agents? So at their core, AI agents are intelligent systems powered by these large language models, also known as LLMs, like your OpenAI's GPT, Claude, Perplexity, Grok. There's a lot others that I can name. But unlike traditional chatbots that can only respond to queries based on predefined scripts, these AI agents possess the ability to think, reason, and take autonomous actions. So try to imagine this. You receive an email asking for a meeting. So a traditional chatbot might help you draft a response, but you'd still need to actually just manually send it. So an AI agent, however, can automate the entire process. So it can actually read the email, draft a personalized response, schedule the meeting in your calendar, and even send follow-up reminders, all without your direct intervention. So this autonomy is what sets AI agents apart. So they're designed to handle more complex tasks, adapt to the varying scenarios, and integrate seamlessly with your existing business tools to enhance productivity and efficiency. So now let's clarify the key differences between, these AI agents and AI automations, because this distinction, it's crucial for actually implementing the right solutions in your business. So to start with AI automations, these are rule-based systems designed to perform repetitive, predictable tasks. So think of tools like Zapier, which I'm pretty sure you've heard of, or even Make.com. So these platforms allow you to set up workflows that just trigger actions based on specific events. So, for example, automatically saving email attachments to cloud storages or sending a notification when a new lead is added to your CRM. So while automations, they're definitely incredibly useful for streamlining repetitive processes. I use them all the time and, have implemented plenty for clients. And it's, a main portion of my offering and my services, but they do lack the decision-making capabilities that AI agents often possess. So automations follow basically predefined rules and they can't adapt to unexpected situations or handle tasks that do require understanding and reasoning. But on the other hand, AI agents, they go beyond simple task execution. So they can analyze data, make decisions, and also take actions based on context and dynamic inputs. So, for example, an AI agent can manage your inbox by not only categorizing emails, but also prioritizing them, just responding to inquiries, scheduling meetings, just all based on the content and context of each individual email. So in essence, while these AI automations are excellent for handling straightforward, linear role-based tasks, these agents offer a more intelligent and adaptive approach, which makes them more ideal for complex workflows that do require flexibility and decision making. So those two can get pretty tricky. You know, one being pretty similar to the other, but AI agents, they completely change various aspects of your business. So let's just dive into some key areas where they actually can make a significant impact. Some areas where I've seen them directly help some businesses, implementing them for clients myself, or just, hearing of success stories. So one being customer support. So AI agents, they handle customer inquiries 24/7, just providing, instant responses to common questions, like resolving issues and even escalating complex cases to human agents when they're actually necessary. So this not only improves customer satisfaction, but it can also reduce the workload on your support team. Number two is sales and lead qualification. So if you imagine an AI agent that automatically qualifies leads by just analyzing their behavior, interactions, and data from your CRM. So it essentially engages with potential customers through personalized emails, schedule meetings, prioritizing leads just based on their likelihood to convert. So this just ensures that your sales team focuses on only the most promising prospects, which just increases efficiency, of course, and conversion rates. If you're only focusing on the leads that are scored highly and, basically the most qualified and are fitting within your ICP and all that. So, we can look at this within marketing automations. So these AI agents can manage and optimize your marketing campaigns by analyzing performance data, adjusting strategies in real time, and even creating content tailored to different audience segments. So this dynamic approach helps in maximizing your ROI and reaching your target audience just more effectively. Another huge aspect is project management. So in project management, AI agents, they could do a whole plethora of different things, tracking progress, assigning tasks, setting reminders, and generating reports. So they ensure that projects just stay on schedule, deadlines are being met, and team members are just kept informed about their responsibilities. So this could take a lot of different forms. So maybe I could text my phone saying, "Hey, I need you to create a task for Nick Peruski." Then it'll go ahead and create a task in my project management tool, whether that's Notion, Asana, HubSpot, ClickUp. But basically, once I create that, it'll create that task. It'll update the assignee and automatically notify the respective party. So if that's me, then it'll just send me a notification like, "Hey, new task is created," and all that good stuff. So next up, let's talk a little bit about data management and reporting. So these AI agents, they can actually aggregate data from various different sources. They can also perform analysis and generate insightful reports. So this reduces the time spent on data processing, and it just allows you to make informed decisions based on real-time information. So by integrating AI agents into, all these different areas that I just mentioned, all these different sectors, businesses can achieve higher productivity, lower operational costs, and even enhanced scalability, all while maintaining a high level of service and efficiency. But now let's talk about the platforms that you can actually use to build out these AI agents. So there are several powerful tools available, each with its own strength and unique features. I just wanted to cover a handful. So this would be Make.com, Zapier, VoiceFlow, and N8N, which is what I use personally the most. So I guess we could start with Make. So Make.com, it's a fantastic platform. It's where I started building automations and agents. So it's great for building both simple and even complex workflows. So it provides a visual drag and drop interface that just makes it easy to connect different tools and APIs. So it's perfect for creating AI agents that handle everything from managing leads to automating customer support. There's so many different use cases. You can integrate with OpenAI, Google Sheets, Slack, and so much more, just making it incredibly versatile. I personally love this tool because it's no code, super friendly to non-technical people. This is where I started, meaning you don't have to be a developer to build something powerful. The interface looks amazing, it's cheap, and has so many different applications already on it. So I think this is a pretty good place to transition into Zapier. So Zapier is just one of the most well-known automation platforms. It's probably, at least the one that you've heard of, I'm assuming. It's praised for its simplicity and extensive app integrations. So it has more app integrations than Make.com. But while it's excellent for setting up straightforward automations, just linear automations, they've also introduced different things like Zapier Assistant, which I haven't used too much. But essentially, these are AI-powered agents that can handle more complex tasks. Next up, let's talk a little bit about VoiceFlow. So you might have heard about this before, and usually it's in regards to building out chatbots, as the space calls them. So VoiceFlow primarily designed for just building conversational AI agents, particularly voice assistants for platforms. However, it has evolved to support text-based interactions as well, and it does this amazingly. I can vouch. It makes for a great versatile tool for creating interactive AI agents. Um, I don't really use this platform much anymore. I've totally just switched to NAN and even Make.com. So these are the two that I use in my tech stack the most. I don't use Zapier or anything like that. The only reason I wouldn't use NAN over Make.com is just because it doesn't offer as many applications. So it's just sometimes a little bit more tedious to create these agents and automations in NAN. But anyways, choose whatever your preference is. If you have knowledge on one already, then I just recommend sticking to it. Despite it is pretty easy to learn each and every one I'm mentioning, there's not too big of a learning curve. But anyways, let's talk about NAN. So if you want more control over your workflows and you need something that can handle more technical processes, I think NAN is the best. And that's what I would recommend. So it's an open source automation tool that allows you to build workflows that integrate with APIs and databases. So what actually sets this apart is its flexibility. So it gives you complete control of the data flow, how your agents interact with different systems. Plus, it's super cost effective since you can, host it yourself, which is important if you're dealing with sensitive data and you have a client or your company's worried about that. Or you can just, continue using the cloud, which is a lot easier. And this is where you're going to have to pay, 20, 30 bucks a month. I forget what it is exactly, but it's relatively cheap. But it's also super similar to Make.com and Zapier. So if you have an understanding of either of those, then I can assure that you probably have an understanding of this platform, or at least a very basic foundational understanding. So it has a range of features that I personally like the most and why I really use it the most. So it's AI agents and its use of multiple triggers, which is, kind of the biggest things why I use this platform over all of them. So each of these platforms, they do have its unique advantages. So the best choice, just depends on your specific business's needs, its technical expertise, and budget. So whether you prefer a no-code solution like Make.com and Zapier, a conversational focused tool like VoiceFlow, or the flexibility and control of an open source platform like NAN, there's an option out there to help you build powerful agents just tailored towards your business. So I know there's a bunch of other options. There's Crew AI and a bunch of other ones to name, but these are just the ones that I've personally tested and have used myself. So these are the ones that I'm going to preach about and share my insights on. So to effectively build and deploy AI agents, it's essential to understand their core components. So I decided to break it up into 4 different aspects, that being data, prompts, tools, and workflows. So I'll break down each one in detail. So I guess we could start with data. So this is the foundation of any AI agent. It includes all the information the agent needs to perform its tasks effectively. So this can range from customer details in your CRM, historical sales data, email interactions maybe, all the way to real-time data from various business operations. So some of the key points is, we'll talk about vector databases. So tools like Pinecone or maybe Weaviate, they're crucial for storing and retrieving data efficiently. So they use vector embeddings to basically just ensure that the AI agent can quickly access and process the information it needs. So imagine like a Google Docs, and we'll call this your centralized database. So basically within Google Docs, you're using all these vectors, and vectors, just a way to efficiently grab information from it. So if you have an email saying nick@gmail.com, and your request is to find or to send an email to nick@gmail.com, it's just going to only pull the information that it needs, and just separate everything into tokens, just making sure that it's a whole efficient process. So that's a very mediocre way of explaining it, but I'll explain later on. So next, we'll talk a little bit about data quality. So the accuracy and relevance of your data, it directly impacts the performance of your AI agent. So it's so important to ensure that your data is clean, up to date, and well organized. So that's why it's really important to use these vector databases to only grab the information that you need, and retrieve the information that you need, I should say. So now we'll talk about the next one, which is prompts. So these are the instructions that you give to your AI agent. So you might have played around with ChatGPT a little bit, and you found that the more specific information that you give it, the better results you're going to get. So basically, they're just guiding the agent on what tasks to perform and how to handle all these different scenarios. So we call this prompt engineering. So this involves getting clear and very detailed. So you just want to give it the best instructions that help the agent understand its role and responsibility. So there's a structure for this, and I'll go over it shortly. But a well-engineered prompt can make all the difference between an agent that performs flawlessly and one that struggles with simple tasks. So you can use a structured format that includes the agent's objective, its context, specific instructions, and examples. So this just ensures consistency and even reliability in the agent's performance. So, an example prompt I can come up with is, let's say you're an AI assistant managing our sales leads. So this is me talking to the agent, by the way, or the GPT. So your tasks include categorizing new leads, qualifying them based on predefined criteria, and scheduling follow-up meetings. So if a lead meets the criteria, send a personalized email and book a meeting in the calendar. If not, just mark them for future nurturing. So that's a great example of prompting, and I'll even go over it further in a little bit. But next, I want to talk a little bit about tools. So these are the actions that your AI agent can perform. So these just include integrations with other software, APIs, and just some built-in functionalities that allow the agent to actually execute on certain tasks and just taking actions. So some key points, we'll go over integrations, like the platforms like Make.com, Zapier, NAN. They offer numerous integrations that enable your AI agent to interact with various tools, whether that's sending emails, updating CRM entries, managing calendars, and others. And then there's custom tooling. So depending on your business's needs, you might need to create custom tools or workflows that your AI agent can use. So an example here, let's say an AI agent might use a tool to generate reports based on sales data, or a tool to send out mass emails to leads. So hopefully that makes sense. But I want to move on to workflows. So these just define the sequence of actions the agent will take to complete a task. So they map out the process from start to finish, ensuring that the agent follows a logical path to achieve its objectives. So with these automated workflows, these are just predefined sequences that the AI agent follows just without any human intervention at all. So for example, when a new lead's added to your CRM, the agent might automatically qualify the lead, send a welcome email, and schedule a follow-up meeting, for instance. So we'll talk about conditional workflows, and these workflows include decision points based on the data the agent processes. So for an example, if a lead's score exceeds a certain threshold, the agent might escalate the lead to a senior salesperson. Otherwise, it might just add the lead to a nurturing campaign. So let's look at an example here. You have a trigger. Let's say this is a new lead being added to your CRM. So call it Nick Peruski. That's added to the CRM. Don't know how to go into the funnel. Somehow, some way it's in there. Action is, we want it to execute to qualify the lead based on certain criterias, the industry that it's in, their company size, revenue, whatever qualifications you're looking for. Then you have the decision to, basically see if it's qualified. You want to take an action where it's sending personalized emails and scheduling meetings. And if it's not qualified, take an action where it's just adding the lead to a nurturing campaign. Then you can also add different steps and actions like follow-ups, where you can just automatically send follow-up emails after a set period. So really just understanding and effectively utilizing these four components, it's crucial for building these AI agents that can autonomously and efficiently handle tasks that make your business operations smoother and more productive. Now let's dive deeper into data management. This is a cornerstone of effective AI agents, and I can't stress this enough. So as we mentioned earlier, data is everything. Quality, the structure, and accessibility of your data, it really determines how well your AI agents perform. So we'll go back and talk about vector databases. So traditional databases, they store data in a structured format, which is great for specific queries, but not optimized for AI processing. So vector databases like Pinecone, and another one that I mentioned was Weaviate, they revolutionized this by storing data in a format that's optimized for AI retrieval and processing. So these vector databases convert your data into high dimensional vectors, just allowing your agent to perform similarity searches efficiently. So this means that your agent can quickly find relevant information based on certain context, even if the exact keywords aren't present. So these databases, they're also designed to handle vast amounts of data, just ensuring that your AI agents can access the information they need in real time without any delays at all. So we can imagine that your AI agent, it needs to find the most relevant customer feedback to address a specific issue. So with a vector database, the agent can just quickly retrieve similar feedback entries based on certain context, allowing it to just provide accurate and informed responses. So now we'll talk a little bit about data collection and RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. So RAG, it's a technique that combines retrieval of relevant data with just generation capabilities of AI. So this ensures that your AI agent not only retrieves the right information, but also generates meaningful responses based on that data. So AI agents, they can access, up-to-date information from vector databases, just ensuring that their responses and actions are based on the latest data. So maybe you have a new SOP in that business and you want it to, automatically go into your centralized database, whether that's your Google Doc or something like that. Look at it in that manner. Um, so basically, by continuously updating the vector database with all this new data, AI agents, they remain contextually aware of just ongoing business operations, market trends, and customer interactions. So I'll try to think of a use case here. Let's say an AI agent managing your sales pipeline. It can use RAG to pull the latest leads information, analyze it, and generate personalized follow-up emails that just reflect the current status and needs of each lead. So keeping your data up to date, it's also crucial for maintaining the effectiveness of your AI agents. So this involves, automating the data collection process to ensure that the new information is continuously fed into your vector database. So let's say you have a trigger when a new lead is added to your CRM. The action is basically to just extract the lead's details and convert them into vector embeddings. So the next action is to insert the vectorized data, so the data that you just got, into Pinecone, which is the platform that we're going to be using. So the result here is just your AI agent can now access this updated lead information for qualification and even follow-up purposes. So by leveraging these vector databases and automating data collection, you're basically ensuring that your AI agents have access to the most relevant and current information, just enabling them to perform tasks with higher accuracy and efficiency. So now we'll talk about prompt engineering, arguably one of the most critical aspects of building any effective AI agent. So think of prompts as the instructions or guidelines that you give to your AI agent to perform its tasks. So just like how you train a new employee with clear instructions and examples, prompt engineering just ensures that your AI agent understands exactly what's expected of it. So what is prompt engineering? Well, basically, it involves crafting precise, clear, and just comprehensive instructions that guide the AI agent in executing tasks accurately. So really, it's about providing the right context and details to minimize ambiguity and ensure that the agent performs as it's intended. So you want to make sure of a few things. One being clarity, two being the details that you're giving it, and the examples. So, clear prompts reduce the chance of misinterpretation, of course. So giving instructions, gets results that you want. Who would have thought? So anyway, ensure that your instructions are straightforward and they leave no room for confusion. So if you want an answer to be one sentence, then you're going to say, don't, just include your output in one sentence or, in a certain amount of characters, letters, paragraphs, whatever. You could also say something like, don't have it anything more than this. So just making things clear. You also want to provide enough details so that the agent understands the nuances of the task at hand. So this just includes specifying the desired outcome, the steps to achieve it, and any other specific conditions or rules to follow. And lastly is the examples. So including different examples helps the agent understand the context and expected behavior, just leading to a more consistent and accurate results. So this helps you see a success rate of, let's say, 80 or 90% to 99%, just providing it proper use cases or examples. So why is prompt engineering essential? Well, without well-crafted prompts, even the most advanced AI agents, they will struggle to perform tasks correctly. Poorly structured prompts can lead to incomplete actions, errors, unintended outcomes, just making the automation essentially ineffective. So let's look at some example comparisons. So a poor prompt might look like, let's say, handle customer emails. So the outcome you'll find here is that the agent might respond generically. It might miss important queries or just mishandle complex requests. And here's a well-crafted prompt. So we could say something like, you're an AI assistant managing our customer service inbox. Categorize each email as either inquiry, complaint, feedback, or other. So for inquiry emails, provide a helpful response based on our FAQs. For complaint emails, just escalate them to the customer service manager. Ensure that all responses are polite, concise, and adhere to our company's tone of voice. So the outcome you're going to see here is that your agent will accurately categorize and respond to emails, just escalating, the complaints appropriately while maintaining a consistent and professional tone, of course. So some of the best practices for, successful prompt engineering. One, it's defining objectives clearly. So start by outlining the primary goal of the agent. What is it supposed to achieve? Next, you can just provide it with some context. So give the agent background information that it needs to actually understand the task fully. So this can include business processes, SOPs, customer profiles, or other specific scenarios. So next, you want to specify any rules the agent must follow. So we'll call this just setting rules and guidelines. So compliance requirements, tone of communication, prioritization criterias. This is where you want to throw that in. And also including the examples. So just offer examples of correct and incorrect actions to just illustrate the desired behavior that you want. So I promise you this will be a game changer and eliminate, any illegitimate responses or outputs. So just continue iterating and refining. So you want to continuously test and refine your prompts just based on the agent's performance. So just trial and error sometimes, trying to tweak your prompts to get the best output. But just use the feedback to improve your clarity and effectiveness. So if you do that, you'll be fine off, I promise you. So some tools to aid prompt engineering. So you can use templates. So you can use prompt templates to just standardize instructions and ensure consistency across different agents. You could also use AI tools. So I know there's platforms like LangChain. I don't personally use it myself. I try to keep my systems and workflows as simple as possible. But I know of some people who use this, and this just offers frameworks that can help in structuring prompts just more effectively by integrating with various data sources and some workflows. So let's try to summarize, because we just, said a lot. Effective prompt engineering, it's the backbone of a successful AI agent. So it transforms your agents from a simple responder into just proactive, intelligent assistants that can handle complex tasks with, precision. So investing time and effort into crafting the right prompts, it pays off in the form of highly efficient and reliable AI agents. So now let's talk about the frameworks of these agents. So understanding the architecture of these AI agents within your business workflows, that's crucial for maximizing their full potential. So you want to basically ensure that you're using them where they are needed. So let's break down how to structure and integrate these agents effectively. So number one, we'll go over job functions and workflows. So just start by identifying the key job functions within your business that can benefit from automation. So, for instance, in a sales team, the key functions might include lead generation, lead qualification, customer follow up, and performance reporting. So, you just want to clearly define these job functions. So, just outline what each job function entails. So, for example, the lead qualification involves assessing the potential of leads based on predefined criteria. And you also want to break down the workflows. So, each job function consists of various workflows. So, in lead qualification, the workflows might include data enrichment, scoring leads, and scheduling follow ups. Next, you'll want to just create specialized AI agents. So, this is where you're going to be using the platforms like NAN and all that. So, you'll just want to assign specific agents to each workflow, ensuring that each agent has the tools and data it needs to perform its task efficiently. Don't worry if this gets too overwhelming. I'm just going to go over it briefly, and it's okay for you to not understand it. So, some examples here is the inbox management agent. So, I made a video on this, and basically this just does all admin tasks for you. But essentially, yeah, you could have an inbox management agent, which just handles incoming emails, categorizes them, and determines the appropriate actions. Whether that's to respond, escalate, or just mark them for follow-ups. You can have a lead qualification agent where it's just going to analyze the lead's data, score the lead based on a predefined criteria, um, and even schedule meetings with high potential leads. So you could have other ones like lead enrichment agents, lead nurturing agents. I can name so many. The lead nurturing agent can send follow-up emails, shares relevant content, maintains engagements with your leads. But those are just name a few. So you also want to ensure that your agents that they can communicate and share data effectively. So this is where the platforms like NAN and Make.com shines. It just allows you to create interconnected workflows that just enable seamless data flow between these agents. So you can use vector databases like Pinecone to store and manage data that multiple agents can access. So this will be basically your centralized data management. So imagine, look back to what I was talking about with the Google Docs. So consider that your centralized data management. Um, Also, you can set up triggers that initiate specific workflows based on events. So, for example, a new lead is added to your CRM. This can trigger the lead qualification agent to start the workflow. So, for instance, starting the lead qualification process where it's going to search for the leads, LinkedIn maybe, based on the email of the lead added to your CRM. So, it's important to design your architecture too. If you want it to be scalable and flexible, just allowing you to add or modify AI agents, basically as your business is growing and evolving. So if your business expands into new markets, you can introduce new AI agents just tailored to handle regional customer support, localized marketing campaigns, maybe, or market specific lead generation strategies. So let's talk a bit about multi-agent systems now. So for larger, more complex businesses, you might want to consider implementing multi-agent systems where, just multiple or several AI agents can actually collaborate to achieve just broader business objectives. So these systems can manage intricate workflows that span multiple departments and functions. So let's say an AI agent in the marketing department can work alongside a sales agent. So the marketing agent might handle campaign management and lead generation, while the sales agent might just focus on lead qualification and follow-ups. So together, they're going to create a seamless flow from attracting leads to actually converting them into customers. So by thoughtfully architecting your AI agents within your business workflows, you can create a pretty robust and efficient automation ecosystem. So this not only enhances productivity, but it also ensures that each aspect of your business is going to be supported by intelligent, autonomous systems capable of driving growth and innovation. So, to truly understand the power of these agents, let's look at some real life use cases of them, of some of these systems that can actually drive efficiency and growth. So, let's take inbox management. So, let's say a busy CEO, they receive hundreds of emails daily. Sorting through them manually, it's time consuming and efficient. This is something you've all probably dealt with. So, a solution here is an AI agent manages the inbox by categorizing emails into different priorities. If they're urgent, important, low priority, it then can respond to these routine inquiries. It can flag urgent matters for immediate attention and notify them if they are immediate, and just schedule meetings based on the content of the emails. So the outcome here is that the CEO can just focus on high level tasks as they should be without getting bogged down by the email management. So just ultimately improving productivity and response times. So we could look at lead qualification and enrichment. So if there's a growing business that generates a large number of leads through marketing campaigns, but the sales team, they struggle to keep up with qualifying and nurturing these leads, a solution is an AI agent that automatically qualifies the leads by analyzing the data from the CRM and external sources like LinkedIn. So it'll score the leads based on their potential to convert and schedules follow-up meetings with the high priority leads. So the outcome here is that the sales team can focus on engaging with the most promising leads, just increasing conversion rates and revenue without the need to hire additional staff. So there's so many different use cases. So there's, even customer support, marketing, project management. So I'll go into project management a little bit, but managing multiple projects with tight deadlines, it can be challenging. I've dealt with it myself. So you can often deal with missed milestones and even overworked teams. Some people might not recognize that they're assigned to a task or that one was even created. So a solution here is an AI agent that just tracks project as it progresses. So it can assign tasks based on team members' availability and expertise, set reminders for deadlines, and even generate progress reports. So the outcome is obviously projects stay on track, team members are more productive, and project managers have better visibility into the workflow. So just reducing stress and improving outcomes. So as your business grows, you might find that a single agent can't handle all the tasks required. So this is where these multi-agent systems come into play. So where multiple agents just work together to manage these different aspects of your operations. So in a large organization, different departments obviously have unique needs. So the marketing team requires an agent to manage campaigns. The sales team needs an agent to handle lead qualification. So implementing a multi-agent system where each agent basically just specializes in a specific function allows just for seamless collaboration. So the marketing agent can generate leads that are passed to the sales agent for the qualification and follow-up. So imagine a multi-agent system for a sales department. You have the inbox management agent, which just handles all incoming emails and categorizes them, whatever. You have the lead qualification agent, which just qualifies leads based on criteria and just forwards high potential leads to the sales follow-up agent. And you even have the sales follow-up agent where it's just engaging with qualified leads, schedules meetings, and updates the CRM. So these multi-agent systems, they offer a scalable and flexible approach to business automation. So by delegating specific tasks to specialized AI agents, you can create a dynamic and efficient operational ecosystem that can just adapt to the changing needs of your business. So now that we've covered what AI agents are, how they differ from automations, and the platforms that are available to build them, let's talk a bit about how to get started with actually implementing these agents into your business. So this is my, personalized recommendation, and feel free to go about any other way, whatever suits you. But this is what I recommend: is to first identify the use case. So start by identifying the actual specific areas of your business that can benefit from AI agents. So this can be common use cases like customer support, lead qualification, marketing automation, project management. So if your customer support team is overwhelmed with inquiries, an AI agent can handle initial responses. It can categorize the tickets, escalate complex issues to human agents, and so many other things. So identify that. Next, you want to choose the right platform. So this isn't too important, but just pick one and stick with it. Learn it. Just stick with it for a few months. Try it out. Watch some YouTube videos on it. So I would recommend Make.com or NAN, but just choose whatever you prefer. Then next up, you just want to set up your data infrastructure. So ensure that you have a actual robust data infrastructure in place. So have that centralized, um, you know, data like your Google Doc, for example. So just utilize vector databases like Pinecone to actually store and manage your data efficiently. So this will just enable your agents to access and process information quickly and whenever it actually needs it. So you can just sign up for a vector database service like Pinecone. I'll have a video coming out later if you guys would like just going over Pinecone and everything about that. So integrate your CRM, email systems, and other data sources with this vector database so that you're having all the latest data and all the previous historical data that has ever been written. So you could build automations to automatically do this for you. If there's new emails coming in, they get stored straight into Pinecone, or even your new leads get added to the CRM, they get stored straight into Pinecone. So next I'll recommend the crafting of prompts. So you don't even have to spend too much time on this if you use tools like my custom GPT, which just helps you prompt your agents perfectly, which you can find in my Skill community. It's completely free. Anyway, to cover what a perfect prompt should include, it's an objective where you're just defining the agent's primary goal, the context where you provide background information just relevant to the task, instructions where you're just, of course, giving detailed steps the agent should follow, and some examples like some sample scenarios and desired outcomes. So now you just want to integrate these tools and workflows. So just equip your agents with the necessary tools and define the workflows they'll follow to perform the tasks. So use integrations on platforms like Make.com, NAN, to connect your agents with other business tools. So an example that I've probably said 100 times in this video already is your trigger, your new lead is added to your CRM. The agent retrieves the lead information from the CRM. Then it basically will qualify the lead based on some predefined criteria. So if it's qualified, it'll send a personalized email and schedule a meeting. Then it'll take another action where it just will update the CRM with lead status and meeting details. So getting started with AI agents, it's literally more accessible now than it ever has been. So by following these steps and leveraging, the right platforms, you could build intelligent, autonomous systems that transform your business operations, save time, and drive growth. So if you're looking for help leveraging these systems and want a complete done-for-you service, book a free call with me. Links in the description. But anyway, that wraps up our guide on AI agents. So we've explored what AI agents are, how they differ from traditional automations, the platforms you can use to build them, and real-world applications that can actually transform your business. So if you're a business owner and you want to leverage our AI systems to scale your business and completely eliminate your repetitive tasks, then book a free call with me and I'll show you how to drive revenue, save time in your business, and ultimately scale for growth so that you can finally step away from the daily operations. Also, be sure to join my Skill community. I'll be providing other valuable resources that I don't share on my YouTube, like the custom GPT I was talking about. But yeah, anyways, so I truly hope that you found something of value within this video. I tried to highlight and just simplify everything that I know about AI agents and then just make it as presentable as possible for anyone to understand. So if you did, please like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.